Recognizing the impacts of food insecurity hurts my stomach and my heart.
Seeing folks go hungry, particularly children, is painful.
There's children living on our streets. These children do not know where their meals come from.
There were so many stories of people who didn't have access to food, children and seniors who were giving their food to their pets instead of eating it themselves.
I've never gone a day having that experience. No one on our watch, in our community, in this place and time, should go through that.
We were all surprised because none of us believed that there were food insecure members of our community.
None of us really understood the depth of the need.
1 out of 4 kids worries about where their next meal is coming from. 1 out of 7 people in southern Nevada are food insecure.
This town was starving.
We always thought that we could throw enough money at it and we could eradicate hunger. It's not that easy.
We needed to act fast. So uniquely, it all started with 2 people in a report.
You probably know the story of Eric Hilton watching the news and seeing that our only food bank in Las Vegas was about to close. Eric Hilton then reached out to a lot of people in Las Vegas that he knew, asking who would be the 2 people that were most likely to get a food bank built.
There was this individual by the name of Julie Murray, and she was in cahoots with Eric Hilton.
Eric Hilton and I are going to start this charity, and we're going to feed hungry children.
I remember staring across the table at Eric Hilton, and he looked at me and he said, "You know, Kirk, you really need to be on this board. You really want to be on this board."
Eric Hilton was the one who drummed his fingers. That's how I remember.
He would tap his fingers to mean go faster.
And so that was the thing that, as I recall, was the catalyst.
We were all looking at how do we take this terrible challenge and move it forward with a collaborative solution.
We were really kind of one-minded, single-minded, started thinking about the task we were about to take on, and it was pretty daunting.
We need people that have expertise in banking. We need people that know real estate. We definitely need people that understand food beyond how to cut it and eat it.
They chose the people that they thought would come onto this board and do what needed to get done, which at that time was not just find the food and the money, but secure a building, work with the city, create the complete infrastructure that was needed for everything that you see here today.
A group of people that had no parameters around them and just absolutely thought anything was possible.
When we received word that we were going to get the first building from the city of Las Vegas, the glee that existed that day after working on it for so long, the glee that existed in our lives when we got this second building.
None of us knew anything about food banking.
We didn't know much about hunger at all, but we needed to learn quickly.
We had a sense of what the problem was, and at the time, based on the math that is applied to food insecurity, we knew that we needed to move about 50 million pounds of food a year. You can't just do pantry drives, so you have to buy it. In order to honor the nutritional needs of kids and seniors with a reliable resource, you gotta go buy it.
They just didn't think it wasn't possible.
I really always felt there was divine intervention. It seemed like whatever we needed came to us.
We've had tremendous engagement by the community at all different levels.
One by one, it was an endeavor that we were able to get the community involved with.
We're a strong, nimble community that when we see a problem, we're game on, we'll solve it.
One of the biggest gifts of 3 Squared to the community is the fact that it does create this oh so lovely way to be a part of. The opportunity was so specific. People, when asked, said yes.
What the thought was in the beginning is that every single person who walked in the door, we wanted them to leave feeling better than when they entered.
And the community responded immediately. We have so many volunteers. We have just normal people off the street that come in to volunteers. We have schools that come in to volunteer. We have corporations that come in to volunteer. They begin to see what it is we actually do, and it becomes something that's bigger than them. And it has just exponentially grown and grown and grown.
When I first came 7 years ago, we had about 70 employees. Now we have about twice that.
People write checks for $5, $10, hundreds and thousands.
I run into people all the time that tell me, I was at 3 Square the other day and we were packing backpacks.
I don't think anyone thought for a minute that all of this could be accomplished in such a short period of time.
We're never satisfied. The spirit of Eric Hilton is you're never content, you're never complacent.
It's become a movement, it's become a place for people to come and feel a part of something that's bigger than themselves.
This was something that meant a lot to everyone who lives in Southern Nevada.
I am most proud of the backpack program and the work that we have done with the Bag Childhood Hunger Campaign. It's made an awareness that the city didn't have before.
It is the most rewarding time I have ever spent on any nonprofit.
Eradicating hunger is the reason we exist. But if in the course of that we can further knit the web of community, we're actually doing something that's even more enduring.
I only see even bigger and better things in store for 3 Square in the next 10 years.
I think there's a terrific future for this organization. It's certainly not going to go away.
Every year we raise more money, we raise more food. We're going to get more efficient at how we distribute that food, at how we make certain that our children in our community have 3 Square meals a day. I don't think that there's any stopping for the people that work here at 3 Square.